Did you know a quiet life is a happy life? A private life is a happy life. The alternative is a miserable, stressful, difficult life. It took me breaking up from a toxic relationship and walking away to realize that men do not need much to be happy, but solitude, peace and quiet and calmness is all he needs, especially the older that he gets, and especially the crazier and weirder society and the world becomes. So if you have been in the rat race, if you are now stepping into a new life, or you want to have a new life, remaining private and quiet and not bursting everything out on social media, and being quiet and calm and silent away from it all, however that is and wherever that is as well, a cabin in the woods, the mountains, the beach, wherever, you will be the happiest you've ever been in your entire life. There are reasons why a quiet, private life is a happy life, because you avoid the trap of constant comparison. If you live in the city, if you live even in the suburbs, who are the people you see when you leave your house? You see your neighbours. You see your neighbour's house, neighbours' cars, everything. And then as you go to work on the train or you drive, whatever, it's the same thing. You are looking at people. People are looking at you. Being away from it all, going somewhere remote, being just with yourself and even a partner if you want to, a pet, there is no one to compare to. This is your world now. The world is big enough to create your own little ecosystem, your own space, your own environment in it. And you're avoiding the comparison and the constant comparison as well, because in your solitude, in your quiet life, in your private life, silence, peace and silence helps you hear your true thoughts. When you are rushing constantly, listening to music, podcasts, videos, whatever, around people in the hustle and bustle of a city, etc., even a community, your true thoughts are being very much shut down and quieted. But when you are in peace and quiet and you finally listen, you will have the most powerful and most important life observations and lessons you've ever had in your entire existence. When I walked away from that toxic relationship, I actually was locked out of my house and trapped in my car, but I couldn't drive because I was barefoot. All I had was the sound of the rain and just me there with no smartphone. And then my true thoughts came to me in that solitude saying, you need to get out and you need to walk away. Imagine what we would know and what we'd hear from our truest thoughts, the ideas we'd come up with, the brainstorms, through silence and peace and quiet. And through this peace and quiet, through this privacy, you've got the space to explore passions without any pressure at all. You want to be an artist, you can paint whatever you want, however you want. No one's going to judge you. You want to play the banjo to your heart's content as loud as possible. You want to write a novel, a memoir. You want to do anything that you're truly passionate about, lights a fire inside of you. You have the space, the time, and the ability to do so. It is why I finally started a YouTube channel in 2020, because I worked from home for the first time in years, and in that space, I created this brand. And I'm still doing it now, all these years later. There's no pressure on me, other than the pressure of myself to provide you content in my own solitude and silence, and kind of in my own privacy as well. Because less noise means less influence and input from other people. The more you speak to people, the more you hear from people, the more you allow yourself to be influenced and manipulated by people, the less true you become as a human being. You were born perfect as you were, The problem is society and people molded you to be something you were not. And by perfect, I'm not saying the perfect specimen, but perfectly flawed, perfectly created, the perfect you, the authentic you. Through your silence and through the less noise out there, you will become reacquainted with that true self. You will wake up one day and catch your reflection in the mirror, and you'll say to yourself, "Hello, old friend, it's good to see you again." It's one of the most powerful, wonderful experiences you will ever have, because you are being reacquainted with who you really are. But of course, the louder things are, the more socializing you do, the more impacted you are from other people and things, the less likely you'll be reacquainted with the most wonderful person you've met before, or perhaps never met before. That is your true self. A quiet life and a private life prevents you from burnout and overwhelm. We are more introverted than we think we are. I used to be a massive extrovert, out all the time, socializing, being around people. It was a bit too much and intense. But then once I started to quiet down and create my own bubble and my own environment and back away from the wrong people and things, I got less stressed, less burnt out, and less overwhelmed. And since 2020, society and people are on a downward spiral. They're getting worse, more selfish, and I'm getting older and hopefully more wiser. And I don't get burnt out from people's energy anymore because I don't really make an effort anymore. Maybe that's selfish, but I don't really care. I don't get overwhelmed with people because I'm not out there seeking validation. It's not high school anymore. It's not the same world I grew up in. Things have changed. You'll protect yourself from that. You won't be burnt out. You won't be overwhelmed from people. And you can enjoy your life without needing validation. You can say what you want, dress how you feel, be who you are, and no one's going to be there to correct you. No one's going to be there to judge you, and you don't need to seek validation from these people. Instead, as time will go on, through your privacy and your quiet life, when you catch your reflection in the mirror, you'll start to seek your own validation, not what society tells you, what you think looks good, what you think is right, what suits you properly. Because you've got the freedom to define success, whatever that is, for yourself. I used to think success is about lots of different things, having lots of real estate and being a real estate millionaire, and having lots of money in the bank, and having fast cars, a mansion. Success to me is living well, living happy, living within my means, being financially independent but without being a multimillionaire, not having the superficial things, and enjoying my own space, enjoying my own company, enjoying a very, very close, small circle. This is the reality. This is freedom. This is beautiful, because privacy keeps you safe. Privacy keeps you happy. A quiet mind leads to clear decisions. Think back to that time I told you when I walked away from that toxic relationship. I was forced by God to be locked outside after a disagreement in my car with no phone, no distractions. And that clear decision, probably from God himself, said to me, you need to walk away. He saved my life that day. And all these years later, I'm eternally grateful. You cannot make clear decisions around people. You cannot be constantly influenced. The noise is just suffocating. It's making you ill. It's making you burnt out and overwhelmed and sick. You're constantly comparing yourself to other people. You can't express yourself. You can't be yourself. So like I said at the start of this video, if you are ready to embark now on a quiet, private life, please enjoy it. People won't understand it. People will be jealous of you. People will hate on you and make you question it. But this is your life. This is your decision. It may be scary at first. It may be daunting to a certain degree. But the longer you do it, the more you do it, the better you do it as well, the benefits will outweigh your anxiety and doubt and fears. And there are many, many men who are living private, quiet lives and successful lives as well. They've come up with the greatest ideas. They've become even wealthier. They've become happier. They've even dated and raised families and are continuing to live these happy private lives. There is success however you want to define it. But the louder you are, the more public you are, the more you seek validation, the more you surround yourself with other people, will lead to an insecure, jealous, toxic, unhealthy existence. It is not worth it anymore. It has never been worth it, for that matter. So live quiet, live silent, live privately, and you will be happy, my friend, for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos. Unlock the power of walking away. Book a one-on-one coaching session with me for up to 90 minutes and reclaim your strength today with the links in the description down below. Lastly, please do me a massive favor and share this video with someone who you think would really gain value from the message that's in it. Live quietly, live privately, live happily ever after. Thanks for watching.